All right, beautiful day to be out in the park today. Wind is pretty brisk today. We got a nice breeze blowing through here, which is going to be perfect for the tests we're going to run. We're going to be parks on the air today at this bench, park picnic table. We're going to be using the mount here on the field bag and or field box, whatever you want to call it. We're going to be using the JPC-12 antenna, which is going to have a little more loading factor in the wind. So that's why it's a good test today out in the wind. Wind's coming from that direction, going there. So we're going to see how stable this is with that JPC antenna mounted right to the bag. And so without further ado, let's get started and get things together. And this is kind of the view we got looking out today. So let's look and see what we got in here. Some of you have seen previous video, you kind of know what to expect, but here's our radio, the Xiegu x6100. I've got an external battery if we want to use it, and here's the JPC-12 antenna. Right here, we're going to mount that up, and I got my iPad for logging. So let's get things set up here. This is the mount we're going to use. And we'll connect with the coax, short coax here to the radio. First thing we want to do is make sure we have the bag positioned properly. And with the wind today, we want to make sure we're using all the leverage of the bag we can to make sure it doesn't tip over. So the wind's blowing this way. We don't want to set the bag like that because easy tip over. The leverage of the wind load of the antenna could possibly, although this is pretty heavy, I actually don't think it would probably tip it over. But we're going to use the length of the field box so that the wind has got a harder task of trying to tip it over, and with the wind loading of the antenna. So we're going to set it up just like this. Let the wind go through here. All right, so here's the JPC-12 antenna. I love this antenna because everything's in this little bag, and it's just a cool looking antenna, to me anyway. I did purchase the radio plate. We're going to be using that today, and also I had to get this adapter, this M10 adapter for the JPC-12. This part will go right on in to the top of the hamstick mount here, or the mirror mount. So that'll screw in right there, and we'll be able to mount the JPC-12 right to it. All right, so we'll go ahead and get these pieces on right away. We'll put the radio plate on and put this top piece on. And just to show how windy it was, the wind just blew over my tripod and camera. So it's pretty brisky. All right, so we'll go ahead and build the rest of this and put it up on top. All right, we got the base of it built with the coil, so I just need to extend the whip here to its fullest length, and we'll attach it to the top of the coil. Screw that on. All right, and then we'll go ahead, put it right on top here. Screw that on. Okay, and I mean, there's a good breeze. It's not unstable at all. I don't think it's going to tip over at all. I think we're in good shape. All right, let's get some radios connected, and then we'll be able to get on ready to get on the air. You probably noticed in the camera that the angle of the antenna was leaning back a little bit, so I just twisted a little bit on the handle there on the bag to get it more straight. So it's easily adjustable. So far it's leaning a little bit, but it's not going anywhere. I mean, this is pretty solid here. So we're going to pull out our radios. We're going to use two radios, 16.5 feet long. I'm just going to throw them out that way. That is going to be south. I'll probably point a little more south to southwest. And this one here, I'm going to have pointing all the way to the east. Whoops, caught my phone holder there. east, and we're going to elevate these. So, and we use one of these, whoops, about tripped over the picnic table. I use, not alligator clip, I think they're Mueller clips, I think is the name of them. I didn't know what they were in the last video I did, but I think they're Muellers, is what they're called. So I just use them because it's easy to pop them on there. All right, we're gonna hold, I'm gonna elevate the radials just a little bit here, using my little 3-foot fiberglass rods here, and what we do is just tie a half a knot, just loop it through once, and just so it's snug and holds itself at the top of the rod here. All right, and we'll pull that. Oh, we like to keep the sag roughly about 6 inches or so off the ground. All right, we'll do the same thing over here on the east side. So here's what the station looked like. Got this radial heading south, west a little. That one's going east. And here we got set up here. We're going to just go ahead and look at the Rig Expert SWR and see what we got here, see how tuned up we are. Let's go ahead and hit play here. Well, okay, that doesn't look good. Holy smokes, what is wrong? All right. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so that was pretty embarrassing. I guess I'm not even going to edit that out because I'm going to show you what my problem was. So I got my coax connected to the antenna, but I connected it here. See where that's going? It should be connected here with my coax. This is the antenna. This would be what I'd connect to if I was using a ham stick going direct up. So, you know, I guess mistakes and learning opportunities out here in the park. So I need to move this up to there, and I'll be right back. All right, let's try this again. So we've got the coax connected to the antenna this time. Oh my gosh, what a rookie. All right, and so let's take a look at it now. All right, let's hopefully it'll be a little, oh my gosh, holy, oh, that's beautiful. That is just beautiful. Let me zoom in on that. I'm an SSB guy, so I need to be on the north side of 20 meters, and that's exactly where I'm at. 1.13 at 14,290. Man, it doesn't get any better than that. Okay, so there we go, raised radials. There's the JPC-12, and it's breezy and windy, but it's mounted on the field box, and it is stable and solid. All right, let's get on the air.
Is this frequency in use? Is this frequency in use? Kilo 0, Kilo Lima Bravo. Perks on the air. 5 watts QRP. Standing by.
Kilowatt 3, Uniform Zulu. Bill in Pennsylvania, how are you? QSL, Bill, I got your 5 whiskey, your 5.55 on your 5 watts. Good job, over. Okay, Kilo November 4, Papa, Uniform Oscar. Barry in Alabama, Roger?
QSL, I got you a 5-7 into Alpha Lima.
Kilo November 4, Sierra Whiskey Sierra. Is that you, John?
Roger, Kilo November 4, Sierra Whiskey Sierra. 5-4, Kevin 54.
Copy the 5-4, you're about a 5.757, over.
Roger, thank you, my friend. Stand by for Diane.
Okay, Roger, standing by. Go ahead, Diane. QSL, Diane, great to hear from you. You're 5'9", big audio. You sound bigger than John did, over.
Roger, he knows that. Hi. Keep him in line, Kevin. Thank you, my friend. We'll catch you down the road, 7-3.
Thank you, Diane. Have a great day. You too have a great weekend, and 7-3.
Whiskey 5, Bravo, Charlie, Alpha.
Whiskey 5, Bravo, Charlie, Alpha. Bruce in Texas, how are you today?
I'm fine. How about you?
Doing great in the park, sun shining, a little windy, but we're hanging in there. You're 5-7, over.
Well, thank you for the 5-7. You're 5-5 today. Tango X-ray.
Thank you for the 5-5 Tango X-ray. I appreciate it, and have a great weekend, Bruce.
7-3, good luck.
7-3, thanks. This is Kilo 0, Kilo Lima Bravo. Parks on the air, standing by.
Kilo 8, India, Kilo Oscar.
Kilo 8, India, Kilo Oscar. Ryan in Ohio, how are you today?
Hey, doing good. Beautiful day in Ohio. Hope you're having fun out there. I've got you 5-9.
Thanks for the 5-9. You're also 5-9 into Iowa, and great to hear from you.
QSL, thank you, 7-3.
Have a great weekend, Ryan. 7-3. This is Kilo 0, Kilo. Okay, we had a great time out here in the park again today. We had a total of 32 in the log, and we ran an hour and 1 minute according to the Polo Ham 2K app here that we use for logging. So the antenna did great. It did slip a little bit down here. I just got some electrical tape around here just to isolate it, and I thought maybe it would help keep it from spinning on the shaft. But it did want to catch, once in a while it would catch a side wind, and it would tip over just a little bit. So I think probably I'll somehow have to put a flat spot in here so that this mount is flush against a flat spot, and then it won't rotate on the shaft. So that'll be the next little experiment, see if I can't manufacture something to do that. All right, well, that's all I got, everybody. Appreciate everybody stopping by and watching the video and stopping by on the air. A great time. We'll say 7-3, everybody, till next time.